Hello everyone.
Hello.
Please switch on your cameras. Yes. Have you guys revised yesterday's topics that we studied? Special permissions, access control list, and pseudo permission. Any problem or doubt in that?
No.
Okay, that's good. Uh, so today we are going to start with a new chapter that is managing process. Can anyone tell me what is a process or what does process mean in your day-to-day life or in technical aspect?
To complete
Any,
some action with some flow.
correct?
Just
Yeah.
a running
Anyone
program.
else? Sorry, Prajot.
Process is just an program running in the background.
Correct. You're going into more technicals. Yeah. Anyone else?
A set of tasks, activities.
Correct. So I'll explain what is a process in Linux context. A process is like an instance of a running program. So it is a program which is running, and moreover, like it can be in the foreground or in the background. So every application, every command or script we run in Linux or start in Linux is a process. And managing these processes effectively and efficiently is very crucial for any user administrator because it affects the overall system performance and stability. Everyone got what is a process in Linux? So you can look at it like something. Everything that happens in a Linux server, it starts with a process. And for that reason, process management is among the key skills that an administrator has to master. So to do this effectively, there are a lot of commands that we have to check and a few concepts. So let's start with how many types of different process are there in Linux. So mainly there are two types of process. Please make a note of it. First is foreground and second is background process. Now, foreground is also referred as shell jobs. Foreground process require user interaction, and these process block your terminal until they are completed. So there must be a time when you try to run a command, and until and unless the command is executed successfully or unsuccessfully, you can't type in any other command. This is called foreground process. So your entire terminal is blocked until and unless that command is executed. Whether it is successful or unsuccessful doesn't matter. And they all are associated with the shell that that was current when the process was started. So all these commands that occupy the terminal are associated with the shell that we are using in our Linux server. And the next that are background process, also known as daemon process. Let me make it clear. Background process are also known as daemon process. These are run independently in the background, and mostly these are system related process. These provide you different types of system related services. These processes normally start when a computer is booted. In this case, whenever our Linux system is booted, these daemon process starts and they are running with root privileges in the background. So now as a Linux administrator, we have to look into how we can check all these processes. What are the different types of commands that we are going to use, and what are the different concepts that are going to help us to manage these processes effectively so that our system is stable and effective. Uh, Everyone is clear till here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you want a real life analogy, then we can think of it like we can think of these two processes, that is background and foreground, something like uh, most of you guys cook, right? You guys do cooking at home, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so foreground process is something like whenever you are cooking a dish, for example, if you are cooking rice, so you are manually doing all the interventions. And background process are similar to cooking rice in a rice cooker. You just put all the ingredients and it does all the work. You don't have to look into it. As the timer shuts off, your rice is cooked. So this is the real life analogy how background what background process are and what are the foreground process. Uh, uh, Now let's go ahead and we'll understand what are the basic commands which are going to help us run different process in background or foreground, and how we have to deal with them, like how we can check these process, how we can monitor them, how we can understand what are the different process, what are their threats. So please make a note of a few commands that I'm listing right now. First is ampersand, the and symbol. Now, whenever you want to run a command in the background, you add ampersand at the end of the command line. This will start the process in the background. It won't run in the foreground. So if you run a command, say like sleep 60, so it will occupy the terminal for the next 60 seconds, right? It will put your Linux system into sleep mode. But if you don't want to if you don't want the system to occupy the terminal, then what you can do is sleep 60, and at the end you can add an ampersand. What it will do it will redirect the system to run this complete command in the background. So your terminal is working fine. You can execute more commands, and this process is executed in the background. So first is the ampersand. Second is a shortcut key, that is Control Z. Now, what does Control Z does? It stops the job temporarily. Now I am referring process as job. We can say
Uh,
process instance or job. Yes, Avinash.
G or Z?
Yeah, Z.
Z. Okay. Okay.
So this will stop the job temporarily so that it can be intervened and managed. For instance, we can move it to the background as well using the same shortcut. The next shortcut is Control D. Uh, this will send the end of file, that is EOF character, to the current job line to indicate that it should stop waiting for further input. Now, what it will do is it won't be asking for any inputs. It will complete the process on itself without any requirement of user intervention. This is the EOF analogy. Then we have another shortcut key, that is Control C. We use this specific Control C shortcut to cancel the current interactive job. That means whatever the job is running in the foreground, we use Control C to cancel it, quit it. Next, we have a command BG. BG. Okay. Now, this BG command continues the job that just has been frozen. So, using the Control Z or Control Z, we temporarily stop the job. And now, if you want to start it once again from the pause mode, that is the frozen mode, we use the command BG. And this command will run that respective job in the background. Now we have two more commands remaining in the basics, that is fg. fg. Now this command brings the last job that was moved to background execution into the foreground. So let's say if there is one job running in your system, you used Control Z to stop it for the time being because you want to manage it. Afterwards, you want to start it. So you use the command BG. Now the system is running the same job in the background. Let's say after a few minutes or after a few hours, you want to see if that process is how that process is working, like if you want to monitor it. Then using the fg command, you can bring back that last process or job to the foreground so you can check it. And the last command is jobs, jobs. I'll repeat myself, jobs, jobs. Now this command shows which jobs are currently running from current shell. It will display job numbers that can be used as an argument to the command bg and fg. Always remember, every process, every job has its own ID number associated with it. And we have to use these numbers whenever we want to interact or we want to work on any specific job. Everyone clear till here?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I want any one of you to share your screen. Who's ready to share your screen today? We will execute all these commands that we saw just now. Yes, Control D. I'll repeat that. Control D. It will send the end of file character to the current job to indicate that it should stop waiting for further input. I'll repeat. So what it does is it will indicate that job that you have to stop waiting. You won't be getting any input from the user. Just complete your task on your own in simple words. That's the usage of Control D. Rajat, can you share your screen?
Actually, my account got suspended yesterday.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Tejas, today can you do that? I know yesterday also you were sharing your screen.
Yeah, no problem. I've
Yeah,
just a little bit cough, that's why.
yeah, no
It's
worries.
fine. If you want to, I can share my screen.
Okay, then Mansi will share if she
Okay,
doesn't have a problem for today.
yeah, go ahead, Mansi. Share your screen.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll just open instance.
Yes.
Did you say that job IDs can be used as options for BG and FG command?
Correct. We have to use the job numbers or IDs for the command BG and FG if we require. It is not necessary. Okay. Always, if you use it without the number, then it will work on the last process. And if you want to work on a specific process, maybe say, let's say if you have initiated that process few hours ago and it is still working in the background, then you have to use the process number or job number. Switch to root user. Yeah, clear out the output. Now let's see how a process runs in the foreground first. So I would like you to run command sleep 60. Yeah, it will move the system into sleep mode for the next 60 seconds. You can see that your terminal is completely occupied. You're not able to, you don't have the command prompt. First, you had root at IP 172.31.40.98 as the command prompt, but as you have executed sleep 60, you're not able to use the command prompt. For the next 67, it won't be working. Now, I want to quit it and I want to run this command into the background. Just now we discussed what would be the command to intervene a process, like to temporarily stop it. It is a shortcut key.
Control Z.
Correct. Using the Control Z, we are going to stop this process. See, you have got feedback that the process has been stopped and the process name. Now let's check if this same process I want to run in the background so that my terminal is not occupied and I can work on my other task. So we will use the ampersand at the end of this command. So it can be any command. At the end, we have to just add an ampersand. So the system knows we have to run this command into the background, not in the foreground. Execute the command. Okay, check. Now the command, the process or the job has started as we have executed this command. Along with that, we have a so that we can work simultaneously. Everyone got it?
Yeah.
Now let's try to list down all the jobs those are running in the background. For that, we have a command jobs, jobs. Execute it. Okay. You can see that first we had a process of sleep 60 that we executed in the foreground, which has been stopped as we use the Control Z shortcut to stop it. Next, we have a sleep 60, which is running in the background. It is still running as we have running in the background and it will be stopped after 60 seconds. This is how we check what are the different jobs are running in the background, what is their status, if they are still running or they have been stopped. Next, we have FG option and BG option. So for bringing back the process from background to foreground, we have FG option. Let's try and bring back the sleep 60, which is still running into the foreground using the FG. Now the command that we are going to use is FG space percentage sign. Yeah. And then the number that is associated with that job, that is number 2. Execute this command. Okay, now FG job has been terminated and the sleep 60 has been brought to foreground, but we are not able to see it right now. We have different commands to view them as well. But right now the 60 seconds timer has ended, so we are not able to see it. Okay, this is how using the process number and percent sign using FG command, we bring back the background process to foreground. Similarly, we can resume, like we can like send the foreground process to background as well. Everyone got it?
What is the command to send the foreground process to background?
Sorry,
What is the command that we use to send the foreground process to background?
BG,
Okay.
BG, and similar syntax. FG for foreground, BG for background. Similarly, we have to use a percentage sign and the process number. But mostly, whenever you have a foreground process running, you won't be able to execute this command. At that time, you have to stop that command using Control Z option. And then you have to continue that into the background. So if you have a foreground process, then first stop it and then start it into the background. This is the process flow of sending any process from foreground to background. Now, before moving ahead into the next set of commands, let's understand what is process and what are different threads. Now, as we know, every task on Linux are typically started as different process. And once a process starts, that starts several worker threads as well. So think of threads as something like these are different small miniature process which are supporting the main process that is happening. So working with these threads makes sense because we have minute level access, right? And if the process is very busy, then the thread can handle, we can handle these threads on different CPUs, different cores, of course, which are available on the machine. So it makes easier for the Linux system administrator to manage all these processes. And as a Linux admin, you cannot manage all these threads individually. You have to manage process divided. So it is a so it is something like a program that is a process which is running into your background or foreground, which has started multiple threads. And now you have to manage it. And to manage it, we have a series of command that starts with PS and different options. Now, what does PS command do is it provides you a snapshot view of the running process. So we are not going to use PS command to monitor the process, but if you want to check what is the view, snapshot view, so it is at a particular timestamp. It is not live. So PS will display you a snapshot of the running process. Now let's check what are the different processes in the system using the PS command. Uh, Mansi, can you execute the PS command?
Yes, 1 second, I'll share my screen.
Yeah,
Just PS.
correct. So these are the process which are running in the background right now. You can see there is a sudo, there is a bash, this is our shell, there is a sleep process which has been stopped, but it was running in the background. And at the next, we have PS. So here you can check that every command in Linux is treated as a process and executed. PID is the process ID. TTY is the terminal. We have timestamp them and the CMD. Right now, all these processes are running or they have been running in our system earlier. And this is their snapshot view right now. So now please note down next few commands. These are not commands. I'm dictating the options that we are going to use with PS command. So first is PS, and there is an option for PS command as well, that is PS-E. This will show you all the system process. And PS, this is the standard syntax, that is PS-E. You can run the command PS as well. You will get all the yes, Shweta. What do you want me to repeat? The PS command? Okay, got it. So PS command helps us to capture a snapshot view of all the process that we're running in the background. And we have a different syntax as well, sorry, different option as well for PS. That is the standard syntax, that is PS-E, which will help us to check all the system related process. Everyone got my point?
Yeah.
What is PS and what is PS-E? Now next is PS space AUX. I'll repeat myself. PS space AUX. Now, this command will display again all the process information, but the information would be in detailed manner. You would see a hell lot of columns inside the terminal related to each and every process. Now, let's execute this command, that is ps space aux, and check what is the output of it. No, we don't have hyphen, we just have space.
Oh.
Now, go to the top of the table. Okay, here, wait. Here you can see who is the user who has started this process. What is the PID, that is the process ID. Sorry. What is the CPU utilization? This is all important, first three columns. Next, you can skip for the time being. That is then we have terminal, in which terminal it has been executed. What is the start? When was the process started? Then the timestamp and the command that was executed. If you see, there are many commands that we haven't executed, but still those are running in the background. These are all the system related processes, which system started itself when we booted it. Mansi, can you scroll down? Yeah. And at the very end, we have the latest process that we execute, that is ps space aux. Give me a minute. Yeah. So I'm back. Next, we will see ps space axjf command. I'll repeat, ps space axjf. Correct. Now, this command view all the process in a tree format. Like most of you would be aware about what is the tree format, right? So if you can check, there is a tree-like structure. We have a process and under which there are different threads, which are like branches of a tree displayed here. So this gives us much more human readable display of what are the process running, and we can identify what are the different options used, what are the different commands executed, what was the shell, who was the user, what is the process ID in a very detailed manner. So this is the command ps space axjf to view all process into tree format. I would like you to make a note down of one more command, that is ps. I'll repeat, ps hyphen elf. I'll repeat myself. The command is ps space hyphen elf. Now it will display all the process threads. If you want to check all the threads, then you have to execute this command, that is ps hyphen elf. Right now, I don't want you to go into the details of all these columns that are presented on the screen right now. We will deep dive into them later. Right now, I want you all to understand the command. What is the usage of the command? That's it. Now, let's say I am a system administrator in one of the MNC working on Linux. Till now, I have seen how I can check what are the process running in the background. I can see what is the snapshot view. But what if I am on a on-call monitoring job, and I want to monitor all these processes live. At that time, I will use the command top, T-O-P. This will help me to view all the commands, and it is very interactive view of running process, CPU, and memory usage. And these are all live. So whenever I want to do real-time process monitoring, then I use the command top. Mansi, can you execute the command top? Yeah. If you can see, this is the live monitoring. There would be changes in the display according to the process priority, what is the status of the process, correct? Right now, I want you all to focus on the fourth column, that is NI. This is very important for us. This is the nice value, and this value helps us to assign priority to any process. So we are going to deal with nice values whenever we have to work with in association with task or process priority. Maybe there would be some time I have a high priority job and there are many jobs running in the background as well. So if I execute that normally, then the system will do all the processing related to it according to itself. But I want to tell the system that it is a high priority job and you have to work on it right now. At that time, I change the nice value. And as I change the nice value, the priority changes and the system will know which process it has to execute right now, which he can delay. Everyone good till here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Now, yeah. Now let's see what we have to cover more. ES3, we have. Okay. Now we have to look into what is the nice value and we have to adjust all the priority. Yes. So when a Linux process gets started, they are started with a specific priority and which is according to the system itself. Now, by default, all regular processes are equal. System treats them as all equality, and are started with the same priority. Now, if you have seen in the display, the priority range is from like there is some priority with -20, some are like 20, 19, some are zero priority. So there is a specific range for priority value or the nice value. Both are same. Now, whenever a process is started, by default, the nice value is 2020. Please make a note of it. Whenever a Linux system starts a process, the priority value, that is the nice value, it is set to 20 so that every process is treated equally. Now, in some cases, it is very useful to change this default nice value or priority that was assigned to the process when it was started. So we use the command nice or re nice command. So there are two commands, nice, N-I-C-E, and RENICE. We use these commands whenever we want to deal with the priority of a process. Now, you would be having a question like, what would be the, like, why is it necessary to change a priority or like changing process priority? Like, what is the sense behind it? So there is a sense behind it, and it is in two different scenarios. I'll explain it to you. We will go ahead with an example. So let's say you are starting a job that is run in the background, and it is not necessary that the job would be finished quickly. There would be times when it would take time. As Linux is a multi-user operating system, many users would be running their own jobs on the system. And it is not, it would start like it won't be giving any priority specific to you. So typically at that time, whenever the job is resource intensive, we have to set this nice value so that system knows what is the priority assigned to it and what action it has to take next. Everyone clear till here? What is a nice value? What is the priority?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this priority value ranges from -20 to 19. I'll repeat myself. The priority starts from -20 till 19. -20 being the highest priority and 19 being the lowest priority. So
Then,
whenever, yeah, go ahead, Tejas.
then how the default value is set to 20?
Yeah, because it is the default value. We can't set any value to 20, but we can change it.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, it is the default value. We can't make any changes to it.
okay.
So priority range starts from -20, which is the highest priority. It ends on 19, which is the lowest priority. So whenever I want to increase the priority of a job, I will reduce the number from 19 till -20, depending upon my job urgency. So you guys are good till here. What is the nice value? What is the range of a nice value? How we are going to use it to change the priority of a job?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then we should move ahead. Uh, okay, let's start one process first. Then we will see how we can change the priority of it. Mansi, can you run the command sleep 1000 and I want this process to run for the next 1000 seconds in the background. Okay. Now I want you to check what are the different process running right now using the PS command. Okay. Now I want to see what is more detailed view. And whenever I want that, I am using -L option. So run ps-l. Now, if you can see, I'm getting a more detailed view of the process, different process. Now, can you locate where is the sleep 1000 process? Any one of you? Which one would it be? Yeah, correct. This is the one. Now, I want to change the nice value of it. I want it to have the value -10. So, can anyone tell me if I'm changing the nice value to -10? So, am I making it, I'm assigning it more priority or am I reducing the priority?
More
Reducing.
priority.
Sorry?
Reducing.
Yes, reducing the priority.
Okay, so by default, the process is having priority 20. I'm setting it to -10. Am I reducing it or increasing the priority?
Increasing.
Increasing the priority.
Correct. As the number goes down, negative until -20, the priority keeps on increasing. And as the number keeps on getting larger, the priority decreases. So uh, let's change the priority to using nice value of the same process. Just keep in mind what is the process ID, that is the PID. We are going to use it now. So the command would be nice, NICE, -n, as I want to provide an option for what is the priority value. Now let's set it to 10, space 10. And then I will give a process. We will look into it like this first. Run command sleep 1000. Same. Mansi, we had to run the command like nice hyphen n 10 and the command. We are seeing how we can start a process with low priority first. Then we will change the priority. And sleep have a space between them. Sleep, then the number 1000 because we want it to be long enough. So we can check space 1000. Yeah, execute it. Okay, the process is started. Let's see if the value has been changed or not changed yet. So how we can check the nice value? What would be the command for it? Can anyone tell me? How we can see detailed view of all the processes that are running
PS
using
UX.
Yes, Asher.
but exactly ps-e. ps-e is the option that we are going to use. No, it is giving me these are all system related files. I want to check what is the nice value. So the command would be use the top
PS
command.
UX.
Yeah, ps-aux. Or we can use top as well. So let's go with ps-aux. Yeah, locate the sleep process.
Can we use PS-L again?
Sorry, no,
Can
ps-l won't display the nice value.
Okay.
Yeah. Hansi, can you scroll up? No, ps-aux is also not the command to check nice value project. Anyone else? We have just now executed that command to check what is the nice value.
Would
Yeah,
it
using
be PS-L?
Top.
ps-, okay, executed. I may be wrong. Executed once again. Yeah. Yes, it is show displaying the nice value. ps-l.
Oh, I accidentally pressed on.
Yeah. So yes, it is displaying the nice value, which is assigned 10 for the process sleep 1000, and it is running in the background. So everyone clear till here how we can change the priority. Now let's see how we can change the priority of an existing process. We have a process sleep. Now I want to change the priority of it from 10 to 5. So I will use the command renice, renice, followed by hyphen n. Then for how much time I want to change it. So the number, it can be minus 20 till 19. So let's go ahead with a negative number. Let it be minus 5 or minus 12, whatever. Yeah. Followed by the PID, space PID. Now, what is the PID for that process? It is 103450. Yeah, execute the command. If you can see, we have reassigned the priority, that is nice value. Earlier it was 10, now it is minus 12. So system will know that this process is on high priority. I have to keep working on it more intensively. So this is how we assign a priority to a new process, or we can use using the nice command, and using the renice command, we can change the priority of an existing process. Everyone good till here?
Yep.
Now we have seen how process get created into the system. What are the different types of process? How we can change the priority of this process? What are the different fields which are necessary whenever we check what is the status of a process? Now, let's say if I want to stop a process. Now, to stop a process in Linux terminology, we say I want to kill a process. Now, to kill a process, we have a command kill, Kill. Then we have few options to it. Let's say if I want to kill a process with process ID, I can do that. So let's kill the process sleep using the process ID 103450. Execute the command and check if the process has been killed using the ps-l option. If you can see, there is no command, no process running in the background for sleep, which we executed some time back. So kill followed by the process ID helps us to kill a specific command using the PID. Now, let's say I don't know a process ID and I want the system to find the process ID by itself. It has to search itself what is the process ID and then execute the command. So whenever this command is like not related to it, but I want you to know it right now. We would be learning more commands related to it into the shell scripting session. It is pipe command. So let's see how we have to use pipe command. Pipe command is represented by a vertical line. The key would be right next to your enter key or above enter key. Yeah, this is the pipe command. Now let's see how we have to use it. So let's say if I want to find a process ID of a particular process. So the command for that would be ps, then aux.
PUX, right?
AUX.
Oh, AUX, sorry.
Yeah, AUX. Now this command will help me to find all the PIDs of the process running in the background. Now I want to I want to pass the output of this command to the next command, which is going to help me search for a specific ID. So for that, I use the vertical line command space. No, you don't have to execute that.
Oh,
Yeah, the command was incomplete. Now the vertical line pipe. Yeah, now we have to pass the output of PSEUX to a different command that is grep, Grep. 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 Yeah, space. And whatever the process name you want to find the ID of. So let's say right now I want to find the ID of the process that I run earlier, that is PSEUX. So give the command. Now what it will do is it will get the first it will run PSEUX. It will get all the output. Then it will pass that output to grep PSE grep and PSEUX. Then grep will look for PSEUX into the output and give me the PID. Okay, execute this command. Why is it not working? No such file or directory.
Should I
We
try with
have,
like sleep
yeah,
60?
try, sorry.
Like with different, can I, like, should I try with something different?
Yeah, you can try with that sleep 60. Why is it not executing? Okay, I'm not sure, guys, why it is not executing, but this is the correct syntax that we have to use. I will check on my system and update you later after the session. Okay, what is the mistake we are doing any, and what would be the correction to it? Mostly, it would be like right now the process is not running. Currently, it has been stopped. That's why it is not providing the output. But we'll look into it.
Antanu,
Now, yeah,
maybe we need to add it in double quotes. I just search out.
okay, okay.
Sleep,
Try
should,
using double quotes.
Like this?
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
okay, correct. Thank you for correction, Tejas.
Yeah, no problem. I actually go.
So, yeah, thank you. So, as you can see, it has searched for sleep 60. All of the results we have, it is displayed specifically for this process name. Now we can easily identify what is the PID and use the command kill followed by PID number to kill that specific process. Now, let's say if there is one process which is very stubborn and we are not able to kill it using the kill and PID. At that time, we use -9 option. I'll repeat myself. Whenever I want to kill a process forcibly, I use the option -9. So the command would be kill -9 followed by PID. Once you can execute that command if you would like. But mostly we use this command whenever there is a process running in the background and it is not responding. So you must have used the Shift Control D option on your Windows system. Then you have checked all the process running and then forcibly quit. Similarly, we are using kill -9 and the PID to kill the stubborn process or the process which are not responding to us. So this was all, guys, for the today's session. We will wrap up now with a quick revision of whatever we have learned till now in today's session. So, Mansi, can you tell me what are the different two types of process?
There's the back and foreground and background.
Okay. Adnya, can you tell me like what is the different name for foreground and background process?
Shell job and daemon process or daemon job.
Correct, exactly. Now, Prashant, can you tell me what is the nice value of a default process?
Minus 20 is a nice value for default process.
Sorry,
Minus 20.
20.
Okay.
So now moving ahead to, can anyone list down the different options for PS command? Shweta, can you do that? Shweta, am I audible? Okay, no worries. So Asawari, can you list down the different options for PS command that we saw today?
Yeah, PS AUX. Then
Okay,
we have PX. Sorry, PS AJIS
AXJF, correct.
AXJF.
And there are two more.
I can't recall.
Okay, PS-E, PS-L. Yeah. Mm, okay, I guess that's it for today's session. We'll start fresh from tomorrow with how we can kill process in different ways. We'll start with that. I'll just check the syllabus, what is remaining. Give me a minute. Okay, so tomorrow we would be understanding what are the different monitoring aspects of monitoring different process, then how we have to manage the CPU usage, memory usage, how we have to track specific process over time. These are all the advanced concepts related to managing process. So we will look into that. And at last, before that, we will start with different status process. So what is there are 5 different types of status a process can have. We will see what are different types of status and the advanced management. So that's all, guys. Let's wrap up. Thank you for joining in today's session. I
Thank you.
hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. If you guys have any problem or any doubt, you can connect with me. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.